I'm testing out new lighting. I don't know if this is gonna be okay or not. New lighting, new microphone. This is one of the new pieces of gear that I actually got for 2026, which is exactly what this video is going to be about. Just new gear that I have to test out for 2026. And I have not used some of this gear and some of it I have. And I'm going to do proper reviews of a lot of this gear later on. But this is just a quick overview of what I have that's new for backpacking and other activities for 2026. I have quite a few backpacking trips planned this summer and I'm super excited to use all this stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And that way you get to the rest of the videos coming up. So I might as well start with the packs because everybody loves packs. So this is the Cirque. And this is actually a ski pack and this is a black diamond ski pack and it is made of ultra material. And I just wanted a ski pack that was a little bit smaller for quick days out than my Crooks back here, which is a 40 liter. This one is a 25 liter. And it's funny because I wanted a smaller pack and I actually find that this might be a little bit too small. But it just means that I'm not packing my fears and packing everything but the kitchen sink, I guess. So this is ultra. I'll do a full review on it some other time. It's got ski holders and stuff and is very nice, very lightweight and durable, and it's great. Some cables out of the way. This whole new setup, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Okay, second new pack. This was sent to me by Terrain UL, and they were very nice to send this to me for free so I could try it out and give them some feedback. This is a Canadian company, and this pack is made of EcoPack, and I will do a full review of this pack too. I actually haven't used this pack at all yet. It has a roll top, just quickly. It's got all these custom colors that you can get, and EcoPack is really nice because it's basically waterproof. It doesn't absorb very much water and it's super durable and very lightweight. This doesn't have a frame, so it's a frameless pack and it's 45 liters, I believe. So this is going to be part of my backpacking arsenal this year and I absolutely love the colors. I mean, what can you not love about these? And there's actually a matching hip belt and this is just stretchy on the front here. Matching hip belt, where are you? Here it is. There's the matching hip belt. How cute is that? I love the purple and the pink and the turquoise. Anyway, moving on. The next pack on the list is this one, and this is actually more of a fast pack. This is 15 liters, and it is the new Pemi pack by Hyperlite. And I have used this pack. I've done a couple of hikes with it, and I've been running with it consistently, like every single day. And I absolutely love this thing. It is my favorite running pack so far. You can see I've got my Kula cloth on here. That's actually a new Kula cloth for this year, I believe. And this holds, you know, Solomon water bottles, whatever. It's got obviously a running vest style in the front, and it's made of the Alula material, which is the stuff like the Durston Wapta is made of. So this thing is awesome, lightweight, pretty much waterproof, has a zip on the side. I'll do a full review, but I am really enjoying this pack so far. I think this is probably my best purchase of 2026 so far. And while we are on the Hyperlite theme, I'm going to show you my new Hyperlite tent, and I haven't even set it up yet. But this is it. This is the 4-person ultimate pyramid tent. It is quite light considering it's a 4-person tent, and this is only the outside, and it's made of Dyneema, and it's huge. It's like 110 by 110 inches on the inside. And I have this giant thing of tie pins right now. It's real stiff. But this is going to be the inside floor of the tent because I didn't actually get a 4-person inside with a floor. I didn't want to spend all the money on the Dyneema insert. So I just got the mesh insert, and I don't actually have it here to show you because it hasn't got to me yet, and hopefully it gets to me before my first big trip with my kids. This is to replace my Big Agnes 4-person tent because I don't actually have that tent anymore. So I needed a 4-person tent for my big trip into Mount Robson this year. So this is what I got. This is the actually the 2-person Dyneema mesh inner, and the point to this is I can still go with one other person or even by myself. And then my 3 Huskies will fit in the side that doesn't have the mesh insert so that I don't have to pitch my Hyperlite tarp for the dogs. So that is kind of the plan there when I'm by myself. I mean, obviously my Durston tent is a lot lighter than this, but I'm going to try this out for 2 with the Huskies without the tarp. So it's probably not a whole lot more weight to have this 4-person tent versus carrying my Durston 2-person tent or 2+, and then also my Hyperlite tarp for my dogs. This way I just have one thing to set up. So I'm going to try it out, see how it goes. Like I said, I haven't even set it up, but I'll do a full review on this. This is my big pole for my Ultimate 4, and it's a carbon pole. So it's not very heavy. I was actually quite surprised at how light this thing is. That's for the tent. Next up is shoes. My feet grew another half size bigger. As I'm getting older, getting into perimenopause, put on a little bit of weight, and I think my foot arches are dropping. I had 2 pairs of Nordas that I had to sell, my 001s and my 002s, because I just didn't fit them anymore. My toe was hitting the end, and I got a half size up. So I am now in a size, I think these are 10, women's 10. I'm normally an 8.5, but I think I went up to almost a 9. And these are a tiny bit big for me. I'm kind of in between an 8.5 and a 9. And you're supposed to go up a full size in these. So I went up to a 10 from a 9.5. So these are the 002s. Absolutely love these things. My favorite shoes, I think, ever yet so far. So these are going to be probably my primary backpacking shoe. But I'm also going to try out these, which are the Arc'teryx Norvan LD4s. They have, I believe, a 6mm drop from back to front. I'd rather have something that is like an Ultra where it's a 0 drop shoe. There's nothing skinny enough for my foot that's a 0 drop except for the Timps, the Ultra Timps, but the Ultra Timps are too thick in the sole for me to use backpacking. I find that they're a little bit too unstable. I need something that's a little bit thinner in the sole. You can feel a little bit more underneath your foot, and that is skinny. So I'm going to try these and see how they work. You can see there's an ostentatious pink color. I love bright colors. So that's my shoes. Electronics, I've got this new to try out this year. This is the next generation in the Insta360 gimbal. And I'm going to be using this to make things a little bit smoother when I'm hiking on the trail and talking at the same time. It's funny because I bought the original version of this and I didn't use it much because it was a little bit heavier. This one's a tiny bit lighter. So maybe because it's lighter, I'll actually take it with me on my backpacking trip instead of leaving it in the car. Okay, on the theme of new electronics, this is the Insta360 One X5. I had the X4 and I got the X5 instead. Not a whole lot of difference in them, other than being able to shoot in RAW. This is the X4, this is the X5. They look pretty similar. Oh, the plug-in location is a little bit different. This one is down here on the bottom, and then this one is up here at the top, so they changed that. Other than that, they're basically the same form factor. They've changed the lenses so that you can actually swap out the lenses themselves, so you don't actually necessarily have to use the lens covers, which is kind of nice. But I can shoot in RAW, and I'd really like to see if I can get better video out of this. And it's also 8K, this one, and this one is not 8K. This is 4K. I mean 8K spread across 360 degrees, so it's not like 100% 8K, but way better video quality I've noticed in this one. So that is going to be my camera for on trail, as well as, of course, what I'm using right now, which is my iPhone. When did I get my iPhone? Maybe my iPhone's new for this year. It's the newest. I think it's the 17 Pro. I didn't get the Pro Max this year to lose a little bit of weight for backpacking, so I've got the smaller phone. My next new electronics is this FlexTail battery. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour. When they were looking for sponsors, when they were building this thing, I signed up, and so I got to get this for a better price. And it's super light, so I'm going to try it out. It's a carbon case, just like my other battery packs that are 10,000 milliamp, but I'm going to try this one out this year. And I've got a really tiny flexible USB-C cable that's lightning, super fast for Macs. So I'm going to use this for charging everything and for offloading my data from my phone to my tiny 4 terabyte drive that I have. It's good for 8K video, by the way, so I do use it for video editing too on my Mac. Obviously this is new. This is the Mic Air by Insta360, And I'm trying that out because it's just a tiny receiver that goes in my phone, and it's a little bit more convenient than what I had before. These are new. These are the Mazama Migo bottles by Miranda. Miranda Goes Outside or something like that. Sorry, I don't know the exact name of her channel, but she has a YouTube channel and she is awesome. She does tons of backpacking and designed a bottle with Mazama, which is awesome. I believe they're 1 liter, 1,000 mils on the back. I've got a couple of them. I've got one for me and one for each kid. These are awesome, and I've got a water filter to go along with these, a new one, and that is the platypus filter, and that's going to go on the end of these. We'll see how that works. Platypus quick draw. I haven't even taken it out of the box. There we go. The nice thing about the platypus is I've heard it's got really great flow, but also you can close off the ends. These are caps, and just having a cap on each end, especially if it's cold and you need to throw this thing in your sleeping bag at night, it's really handy so it doesn't leak. That way you don't have to bring an extra bag. And the lid comes off this bottle, this big part of the lid, so it's easy to scoop water and it's easy to clean out. I don't really like the plastic bottles that don't have this because they're hard to clean. And of course, this has the thread that matches the platypus. Something else new is I bought a replacement for this bag. Not that I needed a replacement. I love this. It's just that it's so big I tend to carry more than I probably should. And I'd rather have a zip because it's easier to find stuff inside. This is huge because I have to carry a lot of stuff when I'm with my kids, a lot more than I do by myself. I think this is by Space Bear Bags. It's a little bit lighter weight Dyneema, so hopefully it holds up. It's very cute. It's got a waterproof zip. Okay, next up is my new MSR Titan kettle. This is the 1.4 mil. This is for when I take my kids. I really like this new lid actually, because this is not going to fall down. So it's easier to take off and on, and it's rubber, so it's not going to burn your hands. It's got nice rubber on the handles too. It's just easier to boil one pot of water to pour in everybody's food instead of having to do it over and over. Got some guacamole. I haven't tried this. West Coast Kitchen guacamole. I've heard it's really good. And I've got some herb hummus. I had the spicy stuff last year, I believe. So this is the non-spicy stuff. This is the spicy stuff. This stuff is really good. Like, I can't believe my kids love it. My kids don't like hummus at home, but when I was out on trail, my kids absolutely loved these. So I got some more. So new clothing I got this year. This is a short sleeve shirt by Jolly Gear. It's got a zip in the front. I think I'm going to use this mostly for mountain biking, but I love the colors, and it's actually really lightweight material. I've got another long sleeve sun shirt from Town Shirt, and the material is a little bit too thick for me to use it during the summertime, so I wanted something else. They didn't have a long sleeve one at Gear Trade that fit me, so I got a short sleeve, but I'm definitely going to use this for mountain biking. This is an Arc'teryx tank top. I don't know what it's called, the Tama or the Norvan, I'm not sure, can't remember, but it is made of merino. So this shouldn't stink, and I will probably use this a lot for running this year. It does have wide straps on the top, so you can wear a pack without hurting your shoulders. I find that the skinny tanks let your pack rub on your shoulders and I get red, so that should help, and I'll use that for backpacking and biking, and I should be able to use it over and over without it stinking because it's made of merino. This is my new Air Mesh hoodie. I saw this color and had to have it, even though I already have 2 other Air Mesh hoodies. But I love this thing. Mountain Hardwear. This is the Octa fabric that everybody is all of a sudden liking. Everybody was into Alpha, and I've been using these forever, and I've been saying these are better because they don't snag as badly, and they're just as breathable. Well, maybe not quite as breathable as Alpha, but just about as breathable as Alpha, and very, very durable. Absolutely love it. It's cozy, so cozy. Look at that. That's some coziness. I love these things. And they have such a nice hoodie and such a nice neck thing. And they have pockets. Look at that, zip pockets. Maybe it's about an ounce heavier than the Alpha hoodies, but worth it for the durability, I think. I've got an Alpha hoodie and I love it and I use it, but this one is just a tiny bit warmer for when I'm sleeping at night. So I really like it. This is a smelly proof bag from Atotech Gear. I love that company. It's Canadian. It's got so much innovative stuff. Have you guys seen their new bear horn? If the bear pulls on your bag, it'll honk. It's so cool and innovative. I think I'm going to pick one up. This is huge, And it's the same size as my Autotech gear bag that I'm going to take when I have my kids, because it's a huge bag. And this should fit in it, I think. Like, it didn't say specifically on the website that it was for that bag, but it was the same liter, so I'm hoping. But it's supposed to keep your food from smelling so that the bear doesn't even smell it to come and bug your bag when it's attached to the tree. This is new and very cool. It's a little UL Leukotape spool. I'm always putting Leukotape on my pole, and then it gets all sticky on the outside because I've taken it off the tape and retaped it. But this one is already retaped without any sticky, and it's really tiny. So it's the perfect size for a backpacking trip, as long as I don't get giant blisters like I did on the West Coast Trail. And this is Jericho gear. It is a little pot stand, and it's like just 3D printed or something. And it's very lightweight. It weighs like nothing. It's for any size pot. I got a little teeny weeny keychain open nail knife. I'm sure some of you UL people will be all excited about this. It's like the smallest knife in the universe. I can't even get it out. There. You can even take off this keychain thing if you want to go really UL. It weighs practically nothing. It's got a plastic handle. This is my new pillow. It's a Xped Mega Pillow. You can see I haven't taken it out of the package. I do have one of these, and it's my favorite pillow, but my son keeps stealing it, so I had to get another one. And this one is actually the new and improved version that has a loop on either side that I can put a cord on. Let's open it together. And I'll probably never be able to get it in this bag again. Now I can put a cord through both of those and put it behind my pad so that it doesn't move around behind my head, which will be a giant improvement. This is something I'm very excited about. Look at how cute that packaging is. Lightest way to handle heat. It is a little tiny thing that is shaped like a dragonfly, and it is a pot grabber. It's actually got like a little spring without having a spring. There's no spring in there, but it's springy, ingenious. I don't know how that works, and it weighs barely nothing, and it grabs pots. It's so small, I'm gonna drop it. Let's see. Look at that. How awesome is that? Maybe I should take the lid off, try it without the lid. So cool. The lid's still hanging. I mean, for the amount that weighs, I'm definitely bringing that. I'll have to show it in action when I'm backpacking, but it can stay in there for now. Okay, now that I have a giant mess on my table, I'm gonna put everything back in my box from Gear Trade. So I think that's it for my 2026 gear. I might have done a video earlier about the stuff that I bought a few months ago, so if I did, I'll link that video here. There may be some gear that I forgot in this video that's new for 2026 for me, that's in the other one. Let me know how the audio was in this little thing. If it's better or worse than my other mic, because I can certainly use my other mic if I need to as well, but I just wanted to try this one out because it's just simpler. And I'm going to be using this one on trail, I hope. If you guys all give me the thumbs up and say that it was good audio, let me know in the comments, please. Tell me if it's coming out of 2 channels too. So thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the reviews of this gear after I use it, and for the packs as well. I'll do individual gear videos for the packs after I have tried them out.